ان کے تو یہ سروقت نقاب کی مثل ان کے آگے تنا ہوا ہے کہ کوئی بھی ان کی طرف نہ دیکھے۔ یہ کون سے آفتاب و مہتاب ہیں جو اس قافلے کے چوگرد گھومتے ہیں؟ تو یہ سروقت ہر ایک سے اتنا بولتا ہے، سکون کر لو، میں غلام آج بھی ہوں، میری غلامی آج بھی ہے۔ یہ کون ہے جس کے ہاتھ میں ایک ننھا سا بچہ سمٹ آ گیا؟ یہ کون ہے جس کے ہاتھ میں ایک ننھا بچہ سمٹ آ گیا کہ ماں بھی اس کو بلائے تو بچہ کوئی جواب نہ دے؟ اسی جگہ پہ کھڑا سروقت نہ جانے آقا سے ایسی کیا بات سن چکا ہے کہ اپنے آنسو چھپا رہا ہے۔ یہ چاند چہرے کہاں رواں ہیں؟ مدینہ بولو، یہ کون ہے سروقت کہ جس نے ابھی ابھی حکم دیا ہے؟ یہ کون ہے سروقت جس نے ابھی ابھی حکم دیا ہے کہ حجاب کر لو، حجاب کر لو کہ آقا زادی نے ابھی سواری پہ بیٹھنا ہے، حجاب کر لو کہ آقا زادی نے ابھی سواری پہ بیٹھنا ہے۔ اور اس کی آواز میں وہ دم ہے، اس کی آواز میں وہ دم ہے، وہ رعب ہے کہ ہوائیں چلتی تھیں اور حکم حجاب سن کے وہ رک گئی ہیں، حکم حجاب سن کے وہ رک گئی ہیں۔ تمام عالم کی نبض و حرکت ٹھہر گئی ہے، کہیں یہ نہ ہو ذرا سی جنبش حجاب کو حکم دینے والوں کو غیظ میں لا دے، اور کہیں یہ نہ ہو کہ یہ سروقت ہماری ہستی ہی کو مٹا دے۔ مدینہ بولو، یہ کون ہے؟ یہ حجاب کو حکم دینے والا کون ہے؟ عجب نہیں، عجب نہیں کہ مدینہ بولے یہ سروقت ابن سیدہ ہے، عجب نہیں کہ مدینہ بولے یہ سروقت ابن سیدہ ہے، یہ نوری چشمی یہ مرتضی ہے، یہ سروقت زینب و رقیہ کا آسرا ہے، یہ سروقت زینب و رقیہ کا آسرا ہے، ازل سے تابت یہی ہے، یہی حامی زوینہ ہے۔ درود محمد و آل محمد کی ذات پہ۔
چھوٹے بچے ہیں، سنات پیش کریں گے، بیٹا آ جاتا ہے۔
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم، بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب۔ بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ انا اعطیناک الکوثر فصل لربک وانحر ان شانئک هو الابتر۔ اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم، بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ اعوذ برب الناس ملک الناس اله الناس من شر الوسواس الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس جنة والناس۔
ماشاء اللہ، ان بچوں کی صحت سلوات دیجیے، یہ ہمارے انشاءاللہ جو ہے ہمارا مستقبل ہے جاتی ہے۔ بہت بلند سلوات دیجیے۔ فاتحہ۔ جب قصد کیا نہر کا ساقائے حرام نے، جب قصد کیا نہر سقائے ہم نے مشکیزہ رکھا دوش پہ اس بیر کرم نے رو کر یہ برادر سے کہا شاہ امام نے بھائی تمہیں بیٹوں کی طرح پالا تھا ہم نے بھائی تمہیں بیٹوں کی طرح
پالا تھا
مرنے کو نہ جاؤ کہ نشانی ہو علی کی توڑو نہ ضعیفی میں کمر صفت نبی کی توڑو نہ ضعیفی میں کمر صفت
نبی
تم قوت بازو ہو میرے جسم کی جان لشکر کے علمدار ہو حیدر کے نشان بہتر ہے جو خنجر میری گردن پہ رواں ہر مرنے کے تمہارے یہ نہیں دن کے جوان مرنے کے تمہارے یہ نہیں دن کے
جوان
اس غم میں کریں صبر یہ وہ ہم نہیں بھائی او جل ہوئے آنکھوں سے تو پھر ہم نہیں بھائی او جل ہوئے آنکھوں سے تو پھر ہم نہیں
بھائی
ارے عباس ہمیں چھوڑ کے مرنے کو نہ جا ارے میں درد رسیدہ ہوں میرا دل نہ دکھا مشکیزہ رکھو کاندھوں سے آنسو نہ بہا ارے لو آؤ میری چھاتی سے چھاتی کو لگا لو آؤ میری چھاتی سے چھاتی کو
لگا
اندوہ پہ اندو ہے غم ہوتے ہیں غم پر دیکھو تو عجب عالم تنہائی ہے ہم پر دیکھو تو عجب عالم تنہائی یہ سن کے علمدار پہ رقت اطاعت سر شاہ کے قدموں پہ جھکا یا کئی بار کی عرض یہ آقا سے بسات کریا اوزار ارے ان قدموں پہ حضرت کے فدا جان ہم ان قدموں پہ حضرت کے فدا جان ہم کس کام کے کام آئے نگر آپ کے آگے ارے عزت ہو جو مر جائے غلام آپ کے آگے عزت ہو جو مر جائے غلام آپ کے آگے جب قصد کیا نہر کا سقائے حرام نے صلوات بھیجیں Allahumma salli. Now I'm requesting Qibla Tawarsi to recite Majlis for Esaal Sawab, brother Shaukat Ali. बहुत बुलंद सलवात भेजें क़िबला के लिए. तालिब इसको लगा दें.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا العبد المؤيد والرسول المسدد المصطفى الأمجد المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المكرمين. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه ومتقن خطابه: ولن يؤخر الله نفسا إذا جاء أجلها. Leave it, inshallah. It's okay, inshallah. والله خبير بما تعملون. Here we are, inshallah ar-Rahman, gathering to remember the late Sayyid Shujaat Ali, son of Sayyid Shawkat. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to, inshallah ar-Rahman, keep him with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And thank you. And Ali ibn Abi Talib, salawatullah alayhi. As you know, that the death is like an agony that no one can heal it. But the memory of the loved ones in the hearts of the bereaved and friends, also no one can steal it. This is the reality that we are going to remember those who departed this world. And remembering them, in fact, would be the life for them. When you start to forget your loved ones who departed this world, that's why that time would be the time of dying. Not for him, for us. And I recited this verse of Quran in the beginning, which says that when there is a time for departure from this life, there would not be any change. وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. When the ajal comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not change this ajal. At the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I don't know if I said this hadith, that people ask Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to do dua for them so they would live longer in this world. And Prophet said, the time for departure is set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and would not be changed. And then he cited this verse of Quran. وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. Then he said, the one who passed away can have the longevity, but not by actually prolonging his own life, but by the good deeds which would be offered by his progeny. There is a hadith which says that when the one dies, his action would be cut off from this world, unless in 3 situations. The first, when he is providing sadaqatun jariyah. What is sadaqatun jariyah? Jariyah, sadaqah means that sadaqah which would be continued to be given, would not be stopped by the absence of the person who initiated this sadaqah. Sometimes you are giving sadaqah, you give to the poor person $10, $20, $100. This is one-time sadaqah. But you can also, for example, establish Imam Bargah, that every time people, they come to Imam Bargah, to Husseiniya, to Masjid, they get guidance, they get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is sadaqah jariyah. You are establishing a hospital, and over the time, patients, they come to the hospital and they get actually recovery by the treatment in the hospital. This is sadaqah jariyah. You are establishing a school, college, people come and graduate and can provide support and help for the community, for the humanity. This is sadaqah jariyah. Okay? So, if you make something that will provide even after your death, this is the longevity. It is like, you see that sometimes you go to some colleges, it was built 1855. You see that Hawza Ilmiya in Najaf, the seminary, it is running for continuously for 1,000 years. Yeah? Who started to build the Hawza Ilmiya in Najaf? Shaykh Tusi, rahmatullah alayh, one of the biggest scholars in the Shia, 1,000 years ago. Till now, when students, they go to the Hawza, to the seminary of Najaf, they study, they become mujtahid. The Sawab of this also would be partially for Shaykh Tusi, rahmatullah alayh. So this is what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. You should not expect that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change for you the time of your going from this world. But you can do something that you make yourself eternal in this world by doing something good. So this is one thing. First, you offer sadaqah jariyah. The second is that you are actually a scholar, you have knowledge, and your knowledge would be actually benefiting the society generation after generation. عِلْمٌ يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ. The ilm which would be يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ. There is a hadith from Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullah alayhi. It says that everything has zakat. Everything has zakat. Zakatul ilmi nashruh. What is the zakat of ilm? To spread the knowledge. This is the zakat. Then Imam says there is difference between zakatul mal wa zakatul ilm. By zakatul mal, the mal would be decreased. By zakat, by providing zakatul ilm, the ilm would be increased. So this is a difference between zakatul mal wa zakatul ilm. So if you offer zakatul ilm, then also you are alive. You will stay forever. And also the third one is, according to this hadith, waladun salihun yad'u lah. He has a righteous son, righteous daughter. They will never forget their parents. They do dua for them. And the one who is departing this world would be alive by dua of his children. You see that? You see the dua of the parents for children? We have also dua of children for parents or for ancestors. Okay? You see dua of Ibrahim? Ibrahim alayhi salam was not doing dua only for himself. No, he was doing dua for himself, for his children of not only one generation. No, generation after generation, till, the Qiyam al-Sa'ah. You see, dua of Ibrahim is so inclusive. He is not only doing dua for himself, no, for generation after generation. You see, for example, one of the dua of Ibrahim, رَبِّ اجْعَلْنِي مُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي رَبَّنَا وَاجْعَلْنَا مُسْلِمَيْنَ لَكَ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِنَا أُمَّةً مُسْلِمَةً لَكَ. I want to be Muslim and also my zurriya, my generation, to be Muslim. And I think it was dua of Ibrahim when he said, وَجَعَلْنَا مُسْلِمَيْنَ لَكَ, Ya Allah, وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي, also my progeny. That's why dua of Ibrahim was responded. How the dua of Ibrahim was responded? Dua of Ibrahim was responded by actually existence of Imam al-Hussein salawatullah. You see that Ibrahim said, Ya Allah, make me Muslim, my progeny Muslim. You see Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, when he fell from his horse on the plain of Karbala, what he said? He said, Ilahi sabran ala bala'ik, ridan biqada'ik, tasliman li amrik. Taslim is Muslim. Tasliman li amrik, la ma'buda sawak ya ghiyas al-mustaghithin. Ibrahim, 1,000 years ago, he said, وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي, make Muslim from my zurriyah. And his dua was answered by Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam on the plain of Karbala, Ilahi tasliman li amrik. You know what happens to me, if this will promote your cause, then I am surrendering myself to your will. And this is actually the longevity which we are talking. You see that? Ibrahim is alive through Hussein alayhi salam. You know, this is the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So this is what the Quran says also, that وَنَبْلُوا أَخْبَارَكُمْ مَا أَصَابَ من مصيبة في الأرض ولا في أنفسكم إلا في كتاب. Any musibat, anything happens to you, we recorded this in the kitab. Even before your creation, before your existence, we wrote in the kitab what will happen to you. من قبل أن نبرأها إن ذلك على الله يسير. This is very easy for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do it. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, insha'Allah rahman, that, this majlis would help, insha'Allah, the family of the late Sayyid Shujaat, insha'Allah rahman, to continue offer khairat for the late Shujaat, insha'Allah rahman, by, reciting Quran, paying sadaqat, insha'Allah rahman, and definitely, as the Prophet said, dua of the progeny would benefit the one who departed this world. And today I was in another Majlis of Fatiha, I was saying this, that, grieving for the people who departed this world is actually natural, and it is acceptable according also to the Islamic religion. You see, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam himself, he was crying for the death of his son Ibrahim when actually, his son passed away. He was, his eyes were actually tearful, and he said that إِنَّ الْعَيْنَ لَتَدْمَعُ, the eyes are full of tears. وَإِنَّ الْقَلْبَ لَيَحْزَنُ, and my actually heart is saddened. وَإِنَّا لِفِرَاقِكَ يَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ لَمَحْزُونُونَ, and we are so sad by your going, by your separation, Ibrahim. وَلَا نَقُولُ إِلَّا مَا يُرْضِي الرَّبِّ, but we are not going to object to the qaza and qadar of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, we are sad, you can be sad, and at the same time you are actually content and razi for the qaza of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, as they say, the grief, when you love someone, especially the loved ones who actually departed this world, the risk of love is loss. This is the reality. You cannot separate the loss from the love. If you love someone, then there is likelihood that you lose that one, or he or she loses you. Okay? And the price of loss is grief. The price of life, actually, loss is grief. But the question is that, which one is more painful? To love someone and then you lose him or her, then you grieve, or you have the risk of never loving. Which one is more painful? They say, yes, you can have, children, but maybe some of them would die. Can you say, no, since maybe some of them will die, I don't want to have children? Which one is more acceptable to you? They say, no, this is the life. You have to accept it, that, this is more important to love, even though there is the risk of losing. Yeah? Even you lose, it's better actually. If there is no love, then, you know, Imam al-Hussein, salawatullah alayh, Prophet was aware that, you know, Imam Hussein will get martyred in Karbala. But still, you see the blessing of his existence, that till now, people actually, they get the blessing of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So this is the important thing, that we cannot separate the love from the loss. That's why, you know, this is what the Quran says. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. You cannot separate the usr from the yusr. You cannot separate the shar from khair. وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً وَإِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. So this is the important message from the Quran, that you know, we are in this world, you know, we have to go through the hardship, and when you go through the hardship, then you can make your soul. You know, there was a story about Isa alayhi salam. Isa alayhi salam, he was trying to cure a blind man. The blind man was complaining that, why I'm blind? Maybe because of my parents' sin, I became blind. Or maybe I did sin. But Isa alayhi salam said to him, no, it is not because of your parents' sin. No, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to let you go through the difficulties and the hardship in order to make you grow. You know, because the issue is that they said, even when we are praying, we have two types of praying. One type of praying is called praying through. The other one is praying away. There is difference between these two. What is the praying away? Praying away, it means that, Ya Allah, remove the bala from me. Ya Allah, I don't want this bala to come to me, you know. So mostly people, they try to pray in order to ward off the masa'ib. But praying through is not like the praying away. Praying through is, no, Ya Allah, give me a strength to go through the bala in order to make my soul. Like Imam Hussein, Ilahi sabran ala bala'ik. If there is no calamity, if there is no bala, how you can expect the existence or emergence of sabr? Sabr will not come here by the chance or randomly. No, you have to go through the bala in order to grow the patience. You have to go through the danger in order to grow the bravery. So otherwise, you are not capable to actually, grow the virtues in yourself. That's why this is what Isa alayhi salam said, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to go through the bala. It is not praying away, it is praying through. So this is the important thing about the prayer. You know, people, they pray, the pray for them is transaction, business. But praying is relationship. That how you are making yourself connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see that? This is the difference between people. That's why when people, they pray, when they pray when actually they are in difficulty. When they are in good situation, they forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why there is a verse in Quran which says that sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put you in al-ba'sa wa dharra in order to make you tadarru', to do supplication, to do dua. You see that some people, they say, أَمَّا يُجِيبُ الْمُسْتَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ, because they are in a state of istirar. If you are diagnosed, God forbidden, by actually terminal disease, when you say أَمَّا يُجِيبُ الْمُسْتَرَّ is different from the أَمَّا يُجِيبُ الْمُسْتَرَّ of, we are saying after namaz, everyone. أَمَّا يُجِيبُ الْمُسْتَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ. But the one who is really experiencing the istirar, this is the dua. Many people, they say, why we are doing dua, there is no istijabat. According to the late Allama Tabatabai, because this is not dua. When your dua is not coming from the state of istirar, this would not be considered dua. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to, inshallah rahman, to be able to do dua like Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi. And in order to do dua like him, we have to reduce our attachment to dunya, to the worldly positions. You see that what the Quran says about actually most of people, that they love the wealth. وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. When you are loving the mal, then it would be very difficult to accept the death. Is that right? Because you don't want to lose the wealth. But this is what the Quran says, that the reason that human being is actually living in a state of internal slavery because of attachment to dunya. That's why the Quran says, وَمَنْ يُوقَ شُحَّ نَفْسِهِ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. You have to have taqwa of shuh al-nafs. What is shuh al-nafs? To be in a state of actually stinginess. Shuh in Arabic means stinginess. That if you are capable to free yourself from shuh al-nafs, then you are getting the state of liberty. Falah means liberty. That's why you say hayya ala al-falah, because salat should help you to free yourself internally. Hayya ala al-falah, hayya ala al-salat, hayya ala al-falah, hayya ala khayr al-amal. This is the best deed. If you want to free yourself from the internal slavery, the best amal, the best is salat. Yeah. Hayya ala khayr al-amal. That's why Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi in Karbala, he offered the salat in the middle of the battlefield. Why? To send a message. People, if you want to defeat the shaitan, if you want to defeat the Namrud, if you want to defeat the Fir'aun, if you want to defeat Yazid, you have to offer salat first. You can defeat the Yazid through salat. And still you see that Imam al-Hussein salawatullahi alayhi never lost the faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's time for salat, but I'm just going to conclude my my word by inshallah reciting musibat of Imam salawatullahi alayhi. It was said that, you know, when Imam looked right and left, and he noticed that all of his companions on the plain of Karbala, Ali Akbar is on the plain of Karbala, Qasim is on the plain of Karbala. Looked left, right, no one is helping him. He was calling people, هل من ناصر ينصرني هل من ناصر ينصرني. Then when there was no answer, he addressed his family. Oh Sukaina, Zainab, Kulsum, هذا هو الوداع. This is the farewell. وقد قرب منكن الافتجاع. And the calamity, the musibat is so close to hit you. And then Imam salawatullah alayhi, when he said this, that this is the last wida, the ladies, the kids surrounded Imam al-Hussein salawatullah alayhi from every side. They were crying out and they were started to say, Ya Hussein, Aina, Ya Himana, you are our protector. Ala Ain, Ya Rajana, where are you going? You are our only hope. And then Imam salawatullah alayhi moved towards the Qatlegah, towards the battlefield, and he was on the plain of Karbala a few hours later. And here Imam as-Sajjad salawatullah alayhi, later on when he was remembering Imam al-Hussein salawatullah alayhi, it was reported that he was going to the slaughterhouse, to the market of the meat, and he was asking the slaughterer, did you water the sheep before actually slaughtering this animal? He was saying, yes, ya ibn Rasulullah, we always give the water to the animal before slaughtering. Then he was remembering his father Hussein ibn Ali salawatullah alayhi. Amma abi faqad qatalu atshana. You know, after Imam Hussein salam was on the plain of Karbala, you know, they killed Imam Hussein, his actually companions, his family. Then Umar ibn Sa'd said, who is going to volunteer to trample the body of Hussein alayhi salam with horses? Man yantadibu lil Hussein fa yadhhabu ila sadrihi. About 10 people volunteered to go over the body of Hussein alayhi salam. Dasu al-Hussein alayhi salam bikhuyulihim. Faraddu sadrahu wa dhahrah. They smashed the body of Hussein salawatullahi alayhi. You know, there is a verse in Arabic on behalf of Zainab salawatullahi alayha, and she was addressing the people of Karbala if they buried the body of Hussein salawatullahi alayhi. And she was saying like this: ما حال جثة ميت في أرضكم بقيت ثلاثا لا يزار مقامها. What happened to that body who was left on the plain of Karbala 3 days without ghusl, without kafan? ما حال جثة ميت في أرضكم بقيت ثلاثا لا يزار مقامها. بالله هل رفعت جنازته؟ هل did you pray on the body of Hussein عليه السلام؟ بالله هل رفعت جنازته؟ وهل صلى صلاة الميتين إمامها؟ صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله، صلى الله عليك يا ابن رسول الله. We do just some dua from the Quran, inshallah, for the late Shujaat Ali, inshallah Rahman. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأدخلني برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين. Then we do the same dua as Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail did for ourselves, inshallah. ربنا واجعلنا مسلمين لك ومن ذريتنا أمة مسلمة لك وأرنا مناسكنا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. Inshallah Rahman, we recite Fatiha for the late Shujaat Ali and also for the late Sayyid Wasiq Abbas, the son of Tahir Abbas. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to inshallah rest the souls of all, inshallah, including the people who departed from this world, and they are actually related to brothers and sisters who are here today. Inshallah Rahman, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah Rahman, to rest the souls of all of them, and we recite for all of them Surah Al-Fatiha and Al-Ikhlas. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم والضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. Brother Salman, Azan time. Sorry, I'm late maybe. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's time.
Okay, متوجہ ہے اذان کو اذان دے دے پلیز.
ماشاءاللہ لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.